Hi YouTube, this is just a quick slideshow video just to show my seed pod collection. Um, Basically this all started when I was in Australia. I spent a year in Australia and I looked down at the ground and I kept finding all these unusual seed pods and I just started collecting them. And I sort of shipped them back to myself so that when I got back to England after the year in Australia, I could unbox them all. And that's how it all sort of began. So a lot of the seed pods that you'll see in this are from Australia. And then since then, I've tried to collect as many others as I could. So there's quite a few in here from the UK, and then there's various kind of African ones, and just any that I've been able to find that I could buy. Um, I just think they're really kind of interesting things, and I mean I'm an artist, so I kind of draw and paint lots of these things, and they're quite useful for students to draw and that kind of thing. There's just some really kind of interesting three-dimensional forms. Some of them are really quite complex, and they're just really nice things as well. Like when you're on a walk, just generally having a wander, you can have a look on the ground, and you never know what you're going to find. There's all kinds of things. I collect coniferous pods as well. I've got quite a big collection of different pine cones and fir cones and that kind of thing. So check out my other YouTube videos because I'll definitely post those up at some point so you can have a look at those. I've got lots of other collections on YouTube as well at the moment. So, I mean, I collect things like fossils and minerals, shells, and kind of marine life specimens, sort of dried creatures and things. Um, Entomology, I've got lots of kind of pinned insects, that sort of thing. Um, Animal skulls, anything basically that I can find when I'm out and about on a walk. Um, I'll pick up and keep in one of my collections. Also, if you like 80s toys, I've got a lot of collections of those. And I also breed lots of exotic animals. I've got a pet armadillo, um, but I breed like lots of reptiles and amphibians and interesting insects. I just have a real interest of the natural world, really. Um, I also trained as a natural history illustrator, so if you are into painting, like watercolors and acrylics and that sort of thing, check out some of my step-by-step videos that I've put on YouTube because many of the subject matters that I choose are natural, like this sort of thing, seed pods, anything like this. I love to draw and paint. Also, I've got collections of archaeology, so I go out with a metal detector. Quite often, when I'm looking with a metal detector trying to find metal objects, I'm scanning the ground at the same time and finding things on the surface. So, again, it'll be like fossils, minerals, that sort of thing that are just lying on the surface. And occasionally, I find animal skulls and that sort of thing. Um, so, yeah, I just collect basically everything. I'm a big collector, but I just keep everything really well organized. So although it could be considered as a hoarder, because everything's in really neat little drawers and sort of labeled nicely and in cabinets and that sort of thing, it doesn't kind of cramp me in or anything. I'm not having to be squashed by it all. It's all it's all quite neat, really. Okay, so if you like this kind of video, obviously hit subscribe because I will be posting up lots of videos in the future. And if you keep exotic animals, definitely hit subscribe because I'll be giving lots of tips on how to keep and breed lots of different species. And every time I get like things hatching out of eggs, I post them up on YouTube so that everybody can see them. And I'm hoping that my video editing will get better over time. And I plan to do things like time lapse uh, tutorials of my various paintings that I do, and also time lapse things like creatures shedding their skins, creatures hatching out of eggs, all this kind of thing, creatures eating, um, and yeah, we'll see over time. I try and anything that is interesting that happens in my house, I will try and video it and put it up on YouTube. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this is a good resource for some people that might want to draw seed pods and that sort of thing. And I also hope that it might inspire some of you to go out and start your own collections, because I get a lot of enjoyment from collecting things, and it's just really nice when you're out on a walk to be able to find things and put them in a cabinet or a display case.